exciting time in your life. Is it fair to call it exciting?
I would say so.
Okay.
I would say so. I feel like obviously it comes in waves. Obviously the initial like shock of it all is, even though I feel like I knew it was coming.
Okay.
I'm just like very weird with like my intuition. I just always have been. I just always have like that gut feeling. So like, was it maybe in like November? I was like kind of had a feeling that like I was gonna be gone, and then just stuff. You know, I was like, it's always the up and down. Like he's like, oh, okay, like it's good, and then maybe like 2 weeks before the cuts, I was like, I think it was in Vegas. I was like, well, I'm gonna make it good because I'm not gonna be back here. So
really,
like, yeah, I just had that gut feeling, and it's like obviously you don't want that to be right, and I like, like oh my god, don't manifest it, but I always have that gut feeling. So that day I was like in the car going to hang out with B. Priestley, now formerly Blair Davenport. And she called me and she's like, Josh just got fired, her husband. So I was like, okay, I'll keep my ringer on. And sure as hell, like 2 minutes later, I got the call and I was like, okay, it is what it is. Like,
okay, so going back to November, because from afar, you're very young, 24, right?
Yeah, I'm 24.
You've only been in the business a few years. You seem to be someone that they were behind, that they were pushing, working your way up. Obviously, you have the setback with the injury, which we'll get to as well. Why in November did you start to feel like you were potentially on thin ice?
Honestly, obviously coming back from that knee injury was horrible. I'd only been wrestling for like a month at that point in November. Like, coming back from that injury is just crazy. Like, I've never experienced anything like that. I didn't play sports before wrestling, so I never had like a major injury like that I had to come back from. So like even just getting to like a month like after that and just feeling like I was in a good place, I kind of had a conversation with somebody who I won't name, but someone I kind of feel I would have had a better experience there if it wasn't for, and not Sean or Hunter or anybody. I can't praise them enough and like my time there and everything like that. But there was a conversation with somebody where I was kind of like, okay, like this is probably gonna be weird in a few months, and it was. So
is that unsettling?
I guess, yeah, at times, like, because I feel like I can look at it and think about like things that I could have changed or like what I could have done different, and then I guess when you think about it, like there really is nothing, because I feel like I was there every day. I was cleaning up the locker rooms with Roxanne after the shows because we're from indie wrestling. Like, that's what you do. Like, till the day I was gone, like, that's just, like, what you do. And I just felt like you can always look at it and think, like, what I could have done different. But at the end of the day, I feel comfortable in, like, the fact that, like, I got to do so much stuff. I got to do with my best friend, like, so many of my best friends. And I feel confident that I, like, stood on my, like, morals and, like, things that I spoke up about maybe that like other people wouldn't have. Like
what?
Okay, for example, I'll say this because I did put it out there, like the body shaming stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and again, I don't want this to be bash WWE because it was my dream. Like, it still is my dream. Like, I have no doubt maybe one day in the near future I'll be there again. But it just is what it is. But I feel like, I don't know, like thinking about like, my dream was to be a WWE superstar. And then, like, I become a WWE superstar. And then, like, I finally, like, accomplish all these goals. I meet all these people, like, my best friends. I got to, like, me and Roxanne became, like, even closer than ever, like, doing these storylines together. I got to work with Bailey, who's, like, a hero of mine. Like, me and Punk became, like, he's, like, a mentor to me now, which I, like, grew up watching your interviews with him. Like, it's just crazy to, like, see all these things that, like, happen. And I got to do so much. So I don't want it to be, like, bash WWE at all because I'm, like, so happy with my time there. Like, really, when I think about it, like, I did so much stuff that, like, I was writing about in my notebook, like, as a kid. So, like, I'll never, like, be like, oh, my God, like, bash WWE. But, like, I definitely think things could have went differently if it wasn't for certain things, like the body shaming thing. It's like, I came in at 19 years old. I was, like, 110 pounds. Like, I was so small, and it was just constant comments, whether it was from guys who think they're being funny or, I'm not going to name names again, but I remember specifically being told that I wasn't and wouldn't be champion in that company because I looked like I couldn't crack an egg.
Wow.